it is the forbearance where we do not get affected by the misbehavior of others. We are always getting affected by the misbehavior of others. Kshanti, it is kasha, ksha. Shanti is almost same as kshama. Origin is the same. That means forbearance, that means not getting affected by the misbehavior of others. Suppose the government is misbehaving. We can put up a demonstration, we can fight, we can destabilize the government, we can throw off the government, everything, all actions we can do, but our mind should not get affected. Even when the police is arresting us, we have to undergo the arrest, but not getting hatred towards the police or anything. They are doing their duty. So, that unaffectedness is the main point here. I often give the example I have given, most of you know about the story of Buddha Dev. That our country at one time, Buddha Dev became very famous, and when you go into it, you understand why also. That the whole Vedic civilization was passing through a very low ebb. That everywhere it was only Bali, Tantra, and all the Vedanta knowledge was only held by a few. It was not much there in the country. So much so that if somebody is inquiring, a acharya or a guru was not available to Buddha. You can know that Buddha was an aristocratic son of an aristocrat. You can say even Raja, sort of a small king. For a prince not to get association of a knower is extremely rare in our country, because knowers had been going around in various places. They would go for parivrajana, and the kings were always the people who were inviting the knowers. You find that when Rama had any problem, a little dispassion, not little, it was severe dispassion, there was Vishwamitra, there was Vasishtha, and many others were there. Finally, in Yoga Vasishtha Deva, he instructed Rama for 18 days from morning to evening, and Rama was relieved. When Arjuna was in discomfiture, Krishna was right there with him to instruct him. When so many people in Mahabharata we find, Vyasadeva was there to instruct them. So when Yudhishthira was destabilized, Bhishma was there to instruct him. So in our country, we won't find a time when somebody had real inquiry, real problem, and a knower is not there available to instruct. It is a very rare situation. But in Buddha's life, as we know, as it has been described, he moved from ashram to ashram everywhere. Buddha was a Bihari, aap jante hain na? You should feel pride. He was a Bihari from North Bihar. Some people say he was Nepali. It was not Nepali, it was the North Bihar area. Kapila Vastu, na? So, that eastern sector, there were many ashrams. But there was a very intense practice of Tantra also in the eastern region of India. Even now, Bengal is full of tantric practices. So Tantra was very much prevalent. So Buddha went from ashram to ashram in search of knowledge, because he had inquiry. What is this life for? But nowhere he could find a person who could instruct him. And not only that, he found everywhere even Naravali is being practiced, either if not Naravali, Pashuvali, and they were all given to all kinds of rituals, which he felt is absolute corruption of mind. So he moved from ashram to ashram, finally got fed up, and then he sat under the tree, that Mahabodhi tree and Ashwatha tree, and said that, the sloka I have forgotten, Ihasana Shushyatu me shariram, that is, I am sitting here, I will not take food, I will not do anything, I will find out the truth till my body becomes worn out. That let the body dry, but I will not get up until I have a touch of that, I get to know what is the truth. And he finally got into samadhi and came to know, and then it goes like that. So because of that Vedantic knowledge not being available very much, when Buddhism flourished, It swept the whole area, and he, being an aristocrat, he had the retinue, he was honored by everybody. So many people were there to give him huge tract of land to put his ashrams. Here we, after 50 years, we got this small land Tatas gave us. Had it been Buddha's time, Tatas would have given us at least 40 years ago that you take a much larger, at least 10 acres of land and put your ashram there. They would have given to Swamiji. So when Buddha started moving, within a few years, he had so many ashrams in so many places, he became very famous. So these tantrikas who were ruling the roost at that time, they got very jealous about Buddha. So once Buddha was sitting under a tree or somewhere, and one tantrika came and he started abusing him left and right. All sorts of nonsense things about that. He went on abusing him for maybe 5-6 minutes or 10 minutes, I don't know. Buddha did not reply anything at all. He only looked at him and listened to whatever he was saying. The tantrika got all the more flared up that I am talking to you for so many things. I have been talking to you for such a long time. You don't consider me even as a blade of grass. You don't respond to any of whatever I have said. You have become so egoistic that my words have no value for you. आप लोग में भी ऐसा होता है ना, जब कोई either husband or the wife, you are going on saying something and the other party does not respond, you get all the more annoyed. For everybody it is like that. So he got very annoyed and he said that you don't give any value to my words at all. Then Buddha came out with his statement, dadatu dadatu gali gali mantah bhavantah. That is a shloka. That you are giving me gali. Gali means abuses. Gali means abuses. It is not Hindi, it is Hindi, it is Sanskrit also. You go on giving me abuses, you go on giving me gali. What can I do about it? Because in this world, a person can give whatever he has. If a beggar comes to a rich person, if he has money, he can give it to the beggar. If he doesn't have, he cannot give. You have gali in your stock, so much of gali in your stock, you can freely distribute it. But what can I do? I don't have a single gali in my stock. What can I do? So I am not speaking. Now, this is what is meant by kshanti or kshama. Now, can we not have this personality parameter or personality, this quality of the personality? What is this? The moment somebody abuses us, even if it is a correct abuse, rightly he is abusing, we immediately flare up and start contradicting. Returning the abuse. Is it not so? By that, what are we doing? Are we not losing the game? We have lost the self-centeredness. Seeing another person angrily telling me anything, I am becoming all the more angry. So where is my standing? I have become slave to the situation. I have become slave to circumstances. Just by abusing something, we can irritate. We used to irritate the teachers like that, not by abusing, by something we do, put the duster on the fan, and when he puts on the fan, the duster falls. And he gets so angry, starts shouting. Now by that, it is his weakness. He should laugh. Though you are whereas in Delhi University, I have heard that our famous professor, what is his name? Names I always forget. So he had, once it has happened that there was a power failure or something. And all the students, there was a sound. It was dark. So when the light came back, the professor said that, I am very happy that you did it. If you had not done it, I would not have considered you as young people. So everybody, they thought that they will irritate the teacher, but it was altogether different. Another teacher I know, that is in Calcutta, not in Delhi, when he came, he just joined. He was a new person at that time. So any new professor coming in, the students will try to tease and irritate. So people were calling the tiger's call, like that. All the students were shouting like that. He kept quiet for some time. What can he do? Till they become tired and stop, he kept quiet. When the student stopped, he said, "अरे हो गया, इतना ही है तुम, और नहीं कर सकते, जोर से करो और." So, one or two started doing again, but they again kept quiet. But he won his war. Nobody could tease him. And that was the last. Thereafter, nobody tried to tease him anymore. When we are not slave to the circumstances, we can be master of the circumstances, provided we have the shanti that others' misbehavior, if they don't affect us, then we become the master of the situation. So this shanti is a very great quality, not getting disturbed or affected by others' misbehavior. Our Bhartrihari, who was the king, turned into an ascetic. He has written further to this Dadadu Dadadu Gali. This goes as Bhartrihari's composition also, as Buddha's and Bhartrihari's also. He says further that in this world, it is very difficult to please anybody. If you do a lot for a person also, he will not be pleased, rather he will criticize you. Is it not so? Vidyasagar used to say, whenever anybody would say ill about Vidyasagar, he would say, he is saying ill about me. I have not done anything good to him. Why is he saying ill about me? समझे नहीं आप? विद्यासागर के प्रति अगर कोई खराब कुछ बोलते थे तो वो पूछते थे तो हमने तो उसका कोई भलाई नहीं किया है, वो क्यों बोल रहा है ऐसा? मतलब भलाई करने से लोग खराब बोलेंगे. So he says that in this world it is very difficult to please anybody. So if by giving me gali, if somebody becomes happy, not doing anything I have made him happy. So should I not be very grateful that I have not done anything? Just by giving me gali, that person has become happy. So you can go to any level. So this is all the extension of Shanti or Kshama, that not getting affected. It is not getting affected by anything is the greatest quality. You can do whatever to be done for the redressal, but not getting affected. Remaining unaffected, we can redress the situation much better.